Megan.
And I am Emma.
And we are the Sassy Besties Podcast. And in today's episode, we are going to be talking about my Nashville trip. I recently came back from Nashville and just the whole camping trip and everything. And we are also going to be talking about traveling in general. Emma loves to camp. So, yeah, our dream places to travel, everything we can think about traveling.
I'm excited.
But before we do that, let's start with some highs and lows of the week.
Okay, so my low, I think, is it's really not like that bad, but I slept weird the other day. And my neck and shoulders have been really tense and I don't know, they just hurt a lot. So I think that's my low.
Yeah. This has been, I don't know if that has ever happened to me, but there has been times where I will sleep weird on my back and my back is hurting.
Yeah, yesterday I wasn't even really able to move my head much. It was rough.
Oh my goodness.
I think that my high of the week is my vegetables are starting to sprout, and I actually have a lot more sprouting than I anticipated or thought that would. So yeah, I'm really excited for my garden this year.
Awesome. Is this your first year or have you done it before?
I've done it multiple times in the past, but we didn't do it last year because we travel so much, so I wasn't able to maintain the garden itself. But I'm just hoping that everything will be fine and that we'll just get a bunch of vegetables.
Oh my god, I want to try one. Because my grandmother, she has a whole big garden every year, and she, plants, everything. Every vegetable. It's so cool.
What vegetables do you like?
Well, I'm not as picky as it may seem, maybe, but, I like, cucumbers, tomato, lettuce.
Oh.
I don't hate vegetables, I just rather not eat them.
I get that. I would also rather eat, donuts and chips.
Yeah. Because, I don't hate broccoli or, green beans. I will have them. I guess rather not.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I will definitely eat those type of vegetables.
Well, good, because I'm growing tomatoes and cucumbers and more, so.
Ooh.
Maybe I can bring you some.
Oh, yeah. And then, I could maybe do, a taste cast on video.
Heck yeah. Do a little short.
Yeah, I was thinking that. But in terms of let's talk with my low, maybe? I don't know, because I've been thinking about my low, and maybe it's good that I can't think of anything exactly. Let's just say, I don't even know how to say it. I would say sometimes, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to it, but there are people in my life, or I guess you probably can think of people in your life where you don't have control over the fact that they are in your life and they impact your life. And I wish that didn't happen, and I know I have control over to forget about it and not pretend don't focus my energy on it, but it's so hard.
It is really hard, and I completely understand that. And did I tell you that I am reading a self-help book?
Oh, you told me you were reading one, but I don't know if it was a different one or you have read another one.
It's so good. It's called The Let Them Theory by Mel Robinson. I think. Hold on. I'm gonna get it.
Oh, okay. Awesome. I remember. Yes, I remember you told me a little bit about that. Ooh. Okay, yeah. I will have to add that to my list.
Let Them Theory. I am about halfway through. Not even. It's really good. I really like it.
Oh, good. Yeah, I love self-help books. So before I started reading fiction books, the one genre I would read, or like the two genres, would be self-help books and like memoirs and autobiographies. So I have read I don't know if you have read it, but wait, what is it? Something badass. You are a badass or something like that.
I saw it on your shelf, I think.
Yeah, oh, let me get you too. Okay. It says, you are a badass. How to stop doubting your greatness and start living an awesome life. So that's the book. I read this actually a long time ago, maybe 5 years ago, or I don't even know. It's been a long time, but I really love this. But yeah, I love self-help books in general, so I will have to check out that book.
I started listening to it on audiobook because I don't normally need to like reread it or anything, but I found myself like writing down so many of the quotes so that I bought the book, and then I'm gonna try and go back through it and highlight and like annotate and write down myself little notes and reminders and stuff. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, especially like self-help books. I think that would be so awesome. So then you remember what they were talking about.
Yeah.
And then on to my high of the week. It actually happened today. I haven't told Emma this yet, but it's not like that saying, okay? I went back to my old college. Yeah, it's like the finals or whatever, or coming up on the finals, last day of classes and whatever. But I went back to the math department because I was a math major. I got my BS in mathematics, and they are amazing. Maybe I'll send them this video, but when I'm telling you, okay. I don't know. I did make a YouTube video talking about my college experience, but let's just say, long story short, there was a lot of ups and downs, and there was definitely something that I don't know if I would ever share on my channel ever, just because I don't want some people to come for me. Long story short. But they got me through so much. Like, I literally don't know what I would do without them. And I went back to visit them. And one of them, I still got a friend, and he goes to, like, my basketball games. All the professors in the math department know me so well. Well, a lot of them are still there to this day, that since I've been there, which was 5 years ago. Which is crazy to think 5 years ago. But a lot of them know me, remember me, but there are definitely some professors that know me more than others, but they're all so amazing, and they were just having like an end of year pizza party, so I went there at like 12 today, and it was awesome. Share some updates on my life and everything. I love going back. There's definitely a lot of amazing memories, especially in the math department. So, that was my high of the week.
That's awesome. I'm so happy you went.
Yeah, I kind of miss college. I miss being there and seeing all of them. But I like to visit every year. I try to before the end of the school year. It's always fun.
That's awesome.
If any of my professors are watching, thank you. Yeah.
Hey!
Hi! Emma says hi too. But yeah, they are truly some of the best people. I got so lucky. When I tell you that they are like the best people, like they make me want to be a professor. Like they are like the kindest, most nice people on this planet. That's all I have to say.
Being a professor might be a good career path for you.
Okay, I thought of that, but it's just too much work. Like, even today, I was talking.
What do you, wait. Too much work for, like, a dream job?
Well, you have to do all this schoolwork, and I don't know if I can handle it with, like, my health and everything, because of, like, mostly, like, causing myself to have seizures, because when I was talking to do like, think about going back to school, that was when, like, I noticed I was having, like, I don't know, weird things were happening in my eyes. Like, whatever. I don't know, it wasn't necessarily a seizure, but, like, something was going on. So I think it would just be too stressful.
That's fair. That's understandable. Yeah. So why don't we move on to our songs of the week? My song of the week is Abracadabra by Lady Gaga.
Ooh.
Have you heard of it? Do you listen to her?
I do listen. Well, I haven't listened to her new songs, but I have listened to her music, but not any newer songs.
Yeah. I know she's not for everybody, but I don't know. I really like it. It's catchy.
Oh, I should check it out. I watched her, the last thing I watched her, she was in the movie The Joker, too. The second movie.
Ooh. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, I like the actor in that movie, Joaquin Phoenix, who played Walk the Line, Johnny Cash. Anyway, that's mostly why I watched that movie.
Do not go on that tangent.
Well, I may once we talk about Nashville, but my song of the week, I think I want to give a shout out to one of the singers, musicians I discovered on my Nashville trip. So the artist is Abby Cohn, and she played 2 songs when I went to the Opry, and it was so fun, and I really love her music. Like, even the 2 songs, one of the songs was a song that she hasn't released yet, which I'm just like, of course. Of course, now I can't listen to it. But she came out with a new album recently. Actually, the day I went to it, the Opry, April 11th, was when her album came out, which was crazy. But the album itself is called Greener. So, like, green, then ER.
Greener. Yep.
Yes. And that's the album. And the song is actually Greener. It's called Greener. I really like that song. She's a country music singer, which makes sense because I saw her in Nashville. But, yeah, I really like that song, but especially the album. I would definitely check her out.
Do you want to start talking about your Nashville trip?
Yes. Yes. I'm so excited. I don't even know where to begin. I'm gonna try to keep it short because then we can talk about other stuff in terms of traveling.
Well, you have a whole vlog, multiple vlogs of your whole trip. So if you guys want a more in-depth vlog or just more details about it, definitely go check that out.
Yes, thank you, Emma. So yeah, but let me, how about I share my top favorites, which will be hard to narrow down, but I'll just name everything.
I think that you should start on how you got there.
Oh, good point. Thank you. We got there by car. We drove there 16 hours about, roughly. It was freezing. Okay, I don't want to be dramatic, and when I tell you it felt like 20 degrees out, I mean it. It was so cold.
Well, since you were driving there, you had to camp. And since you were camping, you were in a tent. So, you don't have much warmth when you're in a tent.
Yes. Yeah, I had nothing. I had two sleeping bags, which was good, and then I had a blanket. So the first night wasn't bad, but then the second night, which you would think it would get warmer as you go more south, but we went, I guess, during the coldest time because it was snowing back at home. So of course it would be colder everywhere else, which is crazy. I swear I missed snow in April the last 2 years, which is insane. But yeah, it was really cold. You can see that on the vlog, how freezing I was. But overall, I really enjoy it, especially once we got to Tennessee and we camped at the Great Smoky Mountains. That was amazing. I want to go back. It was so much fun. But yeah, we camped there. We got to Nashville. So we left on April 7th. We got there on April 10th. So it didn't take too long. We kind of got motivated to drive longer distances because of the cold. We were more motivated. We were like, nope, we can't do another day. Oh my goodness, but it would have been more fun, like the camping park, if it was warmer. Because the last day was so fun. But then, getting to Nashville, we got there Thursday night. We got to experience Broadway. I went with my parents, if you didn't know. And Broadway was amazing. It's so, like, chaotic. There's so much going on. It's crazy. So we did that, and we went to 2 museums. That was the first, like, full day in Nashville. The museums were incredible. The Johnny Cash museum, I would definitely recommend going. Even if you are not a fan. Well, mostly if you're a fan. Maybe you wouldn't like it if you're not a fan. But the Country Music Hall of Fame Museum was so cool. And I got to see the dress from the Era Star. I was so excited. Yeah, what else? I got to see where Taylor Swift was first discovered. That was awesome. The Bluebird Cafe. I got to see Contanica Park, which was exciting because there's a whole bench there. Can I just say, please drive there if you want to go because there's parking. We literally walked there. It took over an hour. In the vlog, we were like, it's gonna take 30 minutes. Like, it's not gonna be bad. No. It was like deja vu to what we did in New Zealand. No. But it was worth it. And there's a song, Invisible String, that has that lyric in it, so that's why it's so like, oh my goodness, like, you have to go here if you're a Swiftie. So that was exciting. We got to see live music. The last night, we went to Blake's house and bar, restaurant type thing. Just a bar and restaurant. I love how sometimes I add thing to things. I'm just like,
always.
Thing. Live music is like a must, I feel like, when you go to Nashville. There was more, so on the rooftop, it was more like low-key, chill music, and then down at the bottom, first floor, it was like loud, like in-your-face music, which was awesome. At the end, we say there for like the last like song or something. It was awesome. And I got to go to a record store. And I got 2 records. Yes, I know I don't have a record player. Don't come at me. Maybe tomorrow I'll get one. Yeah, I think, like, that is pretty much summing it up. Well, one thing I want to add is at the Nashville hotel, they were so nice, the people, like, walking at the, what do you call it? Pretty much the ones that, like, serve you breakfast and stuff like that, like food. They made me like baking. They heard that I love like baking, so they made me like baking. Like just for me. It was so nice. So that was awesome. They were all so nice. Like the people there, like I want to move there. Like I say that every time. Like maybe I'll just go there.
Yeah, but if you move there, you're gonna miss all the 4 seasons, and you really like the winter.
I do. I am weird, and I love the winter.
Just because you like the winter, that doesn't make you weird.
I know, but I feel like, oh wait, maybe I'll save this for like a hot take. I feel like most people would be like, winter is my least favorite. Meanwhile, I'm just like, it's probably my favorite, but like next to fall. Those are my 2 favorite. But yes, and also, like Tennessee has more chances of getting like tornadoes and like that type of weather.
No, thank you.
I know. So, actually, the night we got there was like 1 hour where there was storms. I vlogged that a little bit, and my parents were like, "Oh my goodness, like a tornado is gonna happen." Like, is it gonna happen? No, it didn't happen. It was just like a little like rain and like dark clouds, and actually a lot of wind. There was a lot of wind. But it only lasted like an hour, hour and a half, and then that was it. So, yeah, the weather was pretty good for our time in Nashville. Not too hot, but also not, like, too chilly. It was really fun. I would love to go back, especially Tennessee. I love Tennessee. I love it. If you're from Tennessee, let me know. Let me know if you're from Tennessee. Tennessee's awesome. But that is summing up my Nashville trip. If you want to see more about it, like I'm saying, I share some of it. Oh, not some of it. I share all of it on my YouTube channel, my vlogs. I have 2 vlogs at this point. They are up, and you can watch them. And the camping one as well.
Oh, the camping one looked so fun. Just because I miss camping. I love camping.
Oh, yeah. On that note, are you planning any camping? You know, any camping this, like, season?
Yes, we are planning out a few camping trips. We don't necessarily know where we're going yet, but we normally would go to the North Main Woods, and that's about a 6-hour drive from our house just to get there.
Oh, wow.
It is the northern part of Maine. So
Okay.
that's where they do a lot of the logging up there, and the roads up there are maintained by the loggers, and they have put some campsites there, and it's really fun. We went there last year and we slept or camped at a dam, and it was really cool. It was really cool. There was a
Wow.
lot
Yeah.
of there was a lot of water coming down, and it was like so peaceful to go to bed, just like listening to a river.
Oh
It
my
was really
god,
nice.
yes.
It was really nice.
Yeah, that reminds me of like the sites that I saw at the Great Smoky Mountains.
Yeah. Yeah, the river part was probably a little bit, it was wider than the one that you showed, but it was right next to the water like that campsite that you showed. So it was really cool.
I love that. Yeah, I would love to go more camping. I guess maybe that is possible. But yeah, my only thing about camping, well, I enjoy it. I don't really like bugs at all. But as long as it like not 20 degrees or 30 degrees, I really do enjoy camping like for a few days or even like a week. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
I also have a hard time with the mosquitoes. I bought like these mosquito hats that you wear, and it's just like a net, like a mesh net that goes over,
Oh, I didn't
just so
even
you
know they
don't.
had those.
Yeah, no, it's really nice because then you just don't have to like swat all of the bugs away from your face and stuff, which is really nice. It kind of makes it more enjoyable. But
Yeah.
we might be going to Arizona this year.
Ooh, that is
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, I have about 2 weeks off in the summer. We might be going to Arizona. That is where one of our friends live. Um, and we have been wanting to go see the Wheeling Trails, and that's in Moab. So yeah, hopefully, hopefully we can
Yeah,
go.
you got this. Manifesting it. I'm manifesting it for you.
Yes,
I
thank you.
I feel like so I mentioned this on my YouTube channel, but California been a place I've been wanting to go to for literally my whole life. So that is probably my next bigger trip. That is probably my graduation present. And I thought like, we would fly there after, like, my new plan. I don't know. Long story short, we may start actually drive there. And we may go through Arizona or Colorado or I don't even know. But see all these fun places on the West Coast. I think that would be really fun. Even though, like, driving that much is kind of like, do I really, like, want to be in the car for that long? But, like, it would be so worth it, I feel like. So, maybe that's a possibility. But I will get to California at some point. I promise. Like, it's gonna happen.
So that's the way you feel about California is the way that I feel about Alaska. I want to go to Alaska so bad. Alaska is my number one place that I want to go to. Just, I don't like the cold and I hate the cold, but knowing that you just have so much more, I feel like you just have more freedom there. You have more land and you can just like go explore. The mountains are crazy. You can fish for salmon like in your backyard depending on where you live. It just sounds so amazing. I want to go to Alaska so bad.
I'm manifesting it for you. That sounds like your dream place. With all
Yes.
that you're saying. You know what's so funny? It's like my dad was talking about going to Alaska, but he was talking about like literally driving there.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drive there.
Oh my god, you are?
Yeah, well eventually. Once we like figure it all out, but we would want to drive there and we would need our passports because you have to drive through Canada. So it's just I don't have my passport. Sorry.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and we've also been building this trailer so we would be able to just like sleep wherever we wanted to. We wouldn't need like designated campsites. We could just sleep in a parking lot because you can sleep in the trailer that we're making. And it's just a really, really fun trip that we want to plan out. But we would need a minimum of 2 months off to like really, really just do everything that we want because the drive up there is so long.
Yeah, my dad was talking about that. But I think it would be so worth it because I guess how much you can see along the drive.
Yeah. Well, I also want to go to Montana. The mountains in Montana!
Oh my, that's right.
I always believe that there's beach girls or mountain girls. Like whether you like the beach or mountains more, and I am definitely a mountain girl.
You know what? I feel like I am I feel like I'm not like one or another, but if I think about it, every time I'm at the beach, I only want to be there for like an hour. And then I want to like leave.
Yeah, I agree. So, like, I understand the enjoyment of the beach. I do. Like walking on the beach, picking up seashells, walking the pier, the boardwalk, and stuff like that. But I just feel like, I don't know. I just find so much more enjoyment in the woods.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Maybe not for me, the woods. I'm not afraid to fall, but like definitely the mountains. Maybe we could talk about like the places we have been so far.
All right, your list is definitely a lot longer than mine.
So in terms of countries, I've been to New Zealand, Australia, and Canada. Besides the U.S., obviously, because I live here.
I have only been to the U.S.
Oh, you haven't been any place. Oh, but Canada could be fun.
Yeah, no, I would definitely like to. I want to go to both parts of the what's that waterfall? Niagara Falls, baby. Oh! I want to go to both parts because there's 2 different sections that you can see. One's in the United States and one's in Canada. So, yeah.
That would be cool.
It would be really cool. I just want to
Yeah.
travel the world.
So, like, what would be your top countries? If you could go if you could pick one country to go tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. A top.
How about your top 3? Or 5? I don't know. Name a
See,
few.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
You know where you
I
should go?
I feel like I would definitely like Australia, but the only thing that scares me is the insects and spiders and
Oh,
snakes
yes.
and things that can kill you.
Oh, yes. I was, like, afraid of that, too. But since we only went to Brisbane, like, in the 60s, you would be fine. It's, like, the woods. So, like, the places you would like.
Yes, exactly. That's the issue because the woods is where I would want to go. I'm not a big city girl. So,
You know what you would really love? Is, Queenstown. Like, the mountains. You need to see the
ooh,
mountains there.
I bet. I love that the pictures that you showed me are gorgeous.
Yes. Oh my god. I wish it wasn't so far away, but like the mountains are like you would think it's not real. Like you are literally
Yeah,
dreaming. Oh
that's
my
awesome.
god. Please take me back there tomorrow. In terms of places I would want to go to, other countries. I feel like once I saw Queenstown, I'm just being honest. I'm just like, I don't need to see anything else. Like, I want to just live there.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I know there's so many places, obviously, so many beautiful places. So, like, I think it would be cool to obviously go to, like, Europe, somewhere in Europe. That would be fun. Fun to, like, go to another city in Australia. That would be cool. But in terms of, like, a Pacific country, other than New Zealand and other than Queenstown in Pacific, it's hard. I don't know. But, yeah, in terms of, like, places in general, what is your number one place? Like, maybe in the U.S. And I know you were already mentioning about Alaska and Arizona. But is there any other places?
Yeah, probably like Colorado, Montana, maybe even Texas.
Ooh, I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
When I went to Tennessee, I was like, oh my goodness, I want to do a trip where I see all the selling steaks. I think that would be
Yeah.
fun. Like, I want to go to Texas and, well, I've been to Florida, but I was like too young to really remember. But like Alabama, Georgia, I don't know. I think the South, I don't know why I'm so interested in the South. Probably because all I have ever known is like Northeast.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
So, a few states that I've been to in the US, and the only states that I've been to are Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. And I think that's genuine. I think that that's all of the states in New England. Yeah, I've been to all of the states in New England. Cool. Look at me go.
Yeah, I'm actually impressed that you can name all the states you've been to because, like,
I can name all 50 states, Megan.
we should do it at the end, okay? Oh my god, I want to try first and then you do it with the song.
Okay.
The states I have been to is hard because, like, I have been to states where I don't remember. I think it's South Dakota. I think we may have drove through North Dakota. I was like 2, or maybe not even 2. I may have been less than 2, a year old. I don't even know how old, but I guess technically I've been to South Dakota. One of them.
You've been to Maryland.
Yes, I have. When we drove back from Nashville, we stopped in Maryland because we have some friends who live there. So Yeah, I vlog actually a little bit during the trip, so I may add that into a vlog or a video. But yeah, I've been to Maryland a few times. Maine, New Hampshire, Connecticut.
Massachusetts, you've been there.
Yes, Massachusetts. I've been to Florida, Tennessee. Darn it! I feel like I have been to more places. I've been to Pennsylvania. I guess Virginia. We camped there. I can count that.
Yes.
I need to get a map. But I haven't been to like any states in this West Coast or like really in the South other than Tennessee or like I guess Florida. But I was also young when I went to Florida, so do I remember much? Not really. But in California, I've been to both the San Francisco airport and LA airport. So technically, I've been in California for like 2 seconds, but that doesn't count. I feel like maybe I'm missing something. Did I name all the states in New England? Have I been to Vermont? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing stuff, but that's some of the states at least. Most of them.
If you haven't been to Vermont, your mom should bring you to my house one day, and then we can go on a road trip in Vermont.
Ooh, that would
just
be
like a
fun.
day trip.
When we used to camp a lot, I feel like I've been to a lot of places, but I don't know necessarily like where they were. Oh, New York! Did I name that?
I don't think so.
I have definitely been to New York.
So the only time that I've been to New York was when we were camping in Vermont and we needed a part for the car. So we went to New York to pick up the part and then came back to Vermont.
Ooh, that counts. I feel like from New York, well, I love New York City. Like Times Square. Well, maybe you wouldn't like it because you're not much of a city person, but yeah, I think going to New York City at least once is so fun. Like, you gotta experience it. It's so fun.
I want to definitely experience it.
Yeah, but I can't believe I almost forgot New York. I feel like I'm missing more things because I forgot New York.
Probably.
Anyway, so are there any places you would not want to travel to?
I was just gonna ask you the same question. I think Disney World.
People may be mad.
I know. So Disney World, or what is the other thing called? Like
Disneyland?
Disneyland and Disney World. I don't want to go to either of those. There's too many people. I don't care enough about Disney to want to be a part of that. And then also, I think, like, Florida. I don't think that I really care for Florida that much. Same
Sorry,
with...
you're from Florida.
I know. So sorry. I'm thinking maybe not California, but I feel like I would go to Northern California, not Southern California. Just because Northern California has like a bunch of mountains and woods and is gorgeous.
That's interesting. I feel like in terms of Disneyland or Disney World, I've been to one of them when I was a kid. But I'm not a big Disney person, so like I somewhat agree. I would love to go maybe like with my nephews. I think that would be fun, but just like on my own, like I have no interest in that either. But like with kids, maybe like my nephews, it would be fun. But yeah, I know a lot of people like they're so big into Disney, but like I've never been into Disney like that. I don't know.
Yeah, the only real like Disney like fan that I was like Wizards of Waverly Place.
We should do, you know what? We should do an episode talking about our favorite TV
I'm
shows.
writing it down.
You know what? I know what you mean. Okay, I was a fan of, like, that type of Disney. I just wasn't a fan of, like, the Disney princess and, like,
Me
the,
either.
like,
Me
that's the type
either.
of Disney. Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't. And I don't want to understand. Like, if you love it, and if you love princesses and loves dressing up and being all fancy, go for it. But that's just not my thing. I like being dirty and grungy and digging in the dirt and playing with fish and worms and
Oh.
cooking. I know, I'm sorry.
I feel like I'm, like, in between, like, you and, like, people who love Disney, because I'm not, like, either one. I also don't necessarily, like, love to get dirty in the dark. Like, I was never into, like, Frozen, or maybe I was too old, but, like, even if I was, like, I would never watch Frozen.
I feel like I
Sorry.
only watched it or like heard about it because of my niece and nephew.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know when it came out.
I think we were too old for it.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah. But even if I was, I wouldn't watch it.
The only like Disney princesses I guess that I like are like anyone that have like a musical background to it or just like have a bunch of songs in the movie itself. Just 'cause it,
Oh my god.
you know what I mean?
Sorry.
What?
Yeah. I guess thinking, like, you need to go to New York City, speaking of musicals, is like, you need to see Broadway show. Like,
I
Disney love,
know.
like, Broadway.
I know. I think that making a New York trip, you and I going to see a Broadway show is the most realistic trip for us.
That would be amazing. Maybe we got to, start saving.
Yeah. I don't feel like it would be that expensive because if we were to go to New York, I feel like the most expensive part would be either the tickets to the Broadway show or the hotel that we stay in.
Yes, I agree.
We could probably leave like Sunday after I work, and then Monday we could be there for the day, and then, or see the Broadway show that Sunday. Whatever.
You know what I just think of that actually is a good idea, because I believe the Broadway shows are cheaper on a weekday.
Yes.
So good.
Look at us
So
penny pinching!
I'm trying to think if there's any places I wouldn't want to go, and I'm not sure. I don't know if there's any places I wouldn't want to maybe, like, visit, even if it was just, like, a few hours driving through, or, like, staying there for the night, or, like, a day, or whatever, a couple of days. I would have to think about that more. I find it interesting going to, like, Tennessee and then seeing all the different license plates. That was one of my favorite things, traveling. I swear, I may be losing it. Okay, but I swear I saw a Alaska plate.
That's okay.
Swear.
That I don't think you could be losing it because they can drive through Canada to get down.
I know, but, like, when did you ever see it? It's so rare, I feel like. So I'm just like,
That's true.
I don't know. But
That's
I
true.
saw so many different ones. I think I saw Kansas. I saw Oklahoma. I saw Florida. I saw Mississippi, I think. I saw, like, a bunch of them, and I just find that so cool.
That's
To
really
see
cool.
different ones. I saw California. I was like, yes! Saying California.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I think it'll be fun to travel. I mean, there's places that I want to travel that I'm more excited about traveling, and there's places that, like, I don't necessarily, like, need to travel to in order to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like, oh, I need to go here before the end of my life. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do a challenge, and I'm gonna try to name as many states as I can, as fast as possible. Let's do it!
Do you want me to time you?
Oh my god, you said, yeah. 3, 2, 1. Massachusetts, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey. Oh, I've been to New Jersey. Virginia, California, Montana, Arizona, Arkansas, Alaska, Hawaii, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Kansas, Ohio, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, did I say Colorado?
I don't know which ones you've said.
Kentucky, did I say Tennessee? Tennessee. Vermont. I feel like I'm saying saves all over again. Vermont, Wisconsin, Michigan, Missouri, Wisconsin. Wait, I just said that, did I? I feel like I'm losing all the states I have said, but maybe that's good enough. I'm missing states, obviously, but those are the ones I can think of on the top of my head.
So I think it's really funny that you don't remember the song that we learned in elementary school about all the 50 states.
Well, I do remember of the song. I just don't know all the lyrics.
Okay. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana. Run! It's because I'm not singing it that I can't remember it.
Wow, that's awesome. I miss Indiana.
No, hold on, I'm going to retry. Okay. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio.
You get a lot better than me.
There's a few more.
I forgot about North Carolina and South, and also the Togos, I forgot.
That's okay, though. You did really good.
I think that is everything we have to say today.
I think this was a very productive and great episode that we had on this Tuesday evening.
It was. I feel like we could honestly talk about this for like forever, but can't have this be 5 hours long.
Maybe one day. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching on whatever platform you guys are on. If you guys could follow, like, comment, share, whatever the other buttons are, turn on post notifications, we would really, really appreciate it. And we wanted to mention that we are going to be reading The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. And if you guys wanted to tune in on our episode about this whole book in general, definitely tune in because, man, it is quite interesting where we are right now. So if you guys want to check that out, we would really appreciate it. And we will see you guys next time.
Bye!
Bye!